Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.
Smokey Robinson now being criminally investigated by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department for allegations of sexual assault. This coming 1 week after Robinson was sued by 4 former housekeepers who allege she repeatedly abused them for years. NBC's Dana Griffin joins us tonight from LA with the latest. Dana, this just took a very, very big turn for Smokey Robinson and his wife. What do we know about this investigation?
Absolutely. Very, very disturbing as well, Tom. So these disturbing allegations were first brought to light last week when those 4 former housekeepers filed a lawsuit alleging that for years, Smokey Robinson either raped or sexually assaulted them while in his home here in Los Angeles County.
Wow, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Guys, make sure you download that app now, Boss Talk 101.app. Also, guys, make sure you guys understand, man, to follow Boss Talk 101 on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Get all the way out there, Snapchat. But let's talk about Smokey Robinson, man. OG, you there?
Man, I'm right here, man. This is an abomination.
Well, see, OG, I'm trying to understand. Smokey, these people, this woman that came out now after all this time. And I believe she going to the authorities or something, man. I don't know the exact detail. Give me some details on this.
Man, it claims allegedly that the sergeant at the Malibu Lost Hills station in Los Angeles said Friday, July the 25th, a woman came in last week to report sexual battery against Robinson. This woman, whose identity is not known, is the 5th to alleged sexual assault victim to report Robinson to the criminal authorities. In Los Angeles, an anonymous group of 4 women former housekeepers for the 85-year-old filed a police report against him in May after filing a $50 million lawsuit claiming that Robinson repeatedly raped them over a course of nearly 2 decades. How you rape somebody 2 decades?
20 years? That's crazy.
It's exactly crazy. See, the Robinsons vehemently denies the raping of anybody, described as housekeeper the claim as greedy cash grab. The singer's attorney, Christopher Foros, strikes the same note in a statement responding to the news in a police report on Friday. It's not surprising to us that in the context of the very public allegations by the 4 interconnected John Does, they share attorneys. No matter how untrue, news like this might emerge, says Forrest. One of the risks of being a celebrity that others will take the same approach. Forrest continues to focus on the exposing falsity of the Doe lawsuit, where the Does and their attorney have taken a hit-and-run approach, making allegations against the beloved 85-year-old culture icons, subsequently refusing to reveal their identity or unequivocally sitting for a disposition where the truth can actually be determined. Attorneys for the 4 housekeepers declined to comment on the development. The housekeepers' civil suit alleges Robinson forced them to have oral and vaginal sex in his bedroom dozens of times between 2007 and 2024. The women also are suing Robinson's wife, Frances, claiming she failed to stop that alleged abuse despite knowing that her husband had a history of sexual misconduct. So,
man,
the Motown star and his wife have responded, countersuing the women for defamation of character and elder abuse, as he should. Do you know that Smokey Robinson been yellow all his life? He been singing since the 50s, the 60s. Do you know how much sex that man done had, old and raw? Man, he done had the clock so many times.
Did you just say old and raw?
Old and raw. You get what I'm saying?
What the hell?
Man, it takes Smokey Robinson 35 minutes just to pee. He ain't had an erection. And so these people lying on that old man, they need to be tarred and feathered.
So you seem like you getting offended about this. So you you got attitude about it because you offended because they coming up against old Smokey.
I'm
I'm appalled.
At 85 years old, do you think that yellow man with them green eyes got to rate anybody special on a maid that's a Mexican?
Mm-mm.
Come on, man. Like the youngsters say, make it make sense.
OG, what can we do to try to understand where these people are coming from when they wait? The law has it where they can wait as long as they want to. And then all of a sudden, here they come years later with all these accusations, with all these situations, and they treat it like it just happened yesterday without no evidence. What is that?
Let me say this. I'm going to say this unequivocally, like the white folks say. They deserve it. Because instead of all of these celebrities and these black folks, instead of getting black employees that look like them, they think Mexicans work harder and they do this and they steal from you. They take your stuff and just do the same thing. And had he had a black maid, had he had black people working for him, this wouldn't have never happened. But they think that they're doing better, that other people's water is colder, other people's grass is greener, and you come into these problems. You get these rape charges. What is your boy Shannon Sharp messing with that pink toe and end up at $18 million short, looking like a fool.
He gave 18 mil, OG?
18 mil. Tony Busby's a tall cotton right now. He think he's with Perry Mason. He taking all cases.
How does Smokey end up in this situation? Will he spend the rest of his entire life in prison? And he's 85, man.
No, he ain't going to prison. He ain't going to prison. You know.
This last one, OG, she has filed criminal charges.
Well, the other four filed criminal charges too. They filed, but the other four they filed a lawsuit, and they found that the lawsuit would be based. I mean, they found the civil suit first, and they found out that the civil suit would be frivolous, of no foundation if they didn't file a criminal suit. So they went to the sheriff and filed criminal charges that go back 20 years. How somebody raped you for 20 years and we were scared? How come you were scared then, but you ain't scared now? Because y'all got fired.
Are you serious? Do you feel like when you see this type of thing going on, will there be others, OG? I asked you this, I think when we was dealing with the Shannon Sharp or one of those charges, because Tyler Perry is one of them. Who's next? You know, we got at this point. You got to start saying who's going to be next. Who's going to be the next victim of somebody who comes? Because I'm calling them victims from now on. Who's going to be the next victim?
Like you just said, Tyler Perry. Now Tyler Perry up against it, messing with a Yankee, messing with one of them Yankees. He already gay, been gay.
You don't know if that man gay. Now see, that's where I draw the line. You just talking.
That man is on sausages for real. Been on sausages.
I don't know about that.
So now he done played into Tyler Perry and played into him. Well, now because of his complexion, he ain't invited black people to his house. But because that man is clear and he's just a bit actor, it ain't like he know hair. He had him in a. But everything that he played in Ruthless, in the Oval, every role he played gay on sausages. It wasn't just no act. That was a natural phenomenon for him. So now, when he was getting ready to get cut out of the movie, now he attacks Tyler Perry.
Wow. You think so with the $260 $260 million lawsuit. How much he'll walk away with $100 million?
If I wouldn't give him a dime, if I was tired, fight it like a murder, bro. I would. None of that's true. If he ain't got no semen on the side of his mouth,
Oh
if
my
he
God,
can't
I
prove
can't.
it, he gonna lose it.
Oh, gee, you wild as hell, man. Boy, I don't even want to think of nothing like that. Listen to me, man. Oh, gee, you hell, man. All I know is Smokey is not. I mean, how much pressure can he take? You know, Bill Cosby was able to deal with this at an older age like this, and he was able to go and do his time and come back home. How much pressure and Bill is tough. How much pressure can a Smokey Robinson take at 85 years old?
Can't take much. He damn near out of gas. You know, this is way late in life. At 85, he ain't used to this kind of stuff. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he always had a smooth ride. He never had no issues that I know of.
Had some issues.
What, they covered him up?
Yeah, he didn't have some scratch, but he done kept him in a black round. He ain't never been stepped out on, and now you mess around and you getting all these Mexican maids and stuff because it looks better for your property. And this is what it ends up. You should have. What was that movie where that lady made Judo pie for that white lady?
I don't. I know exactly what I don't want to hear it, man. I forgot that movie, but are you crazy? You know that, don't you? So, OG. So, do we feel like I asked you who was next? You couldn't answer it. So, I mean, Denzel's a married man. He's in the clear. All these people, Samuel L. Jackson, they're in the clear. You don't think?
No, ain't no such.
So what do you think? Oh, so it could be any one of our. You know, we got some patriarchs. They tried to get Jay-Z, Roger Goodell, and them wasn't having it. P. Diddy, of course, won his case pretty much for what they was trying to get it for. For what they was trying to get him for, I'm not going to argue with you on the day. What they was trying to get him for, they couldn't get him, and he slipped right up out of their hands. He probably going to come home as soon as he get ready to get his sentences.
Wait a minute, it's almost 4 o'clock. He's standing up for counting 4 o'clock. Mandatory count all over the world.
OG, man, thank you so much, man. Man, so all I can say is, man, it's tough on the old boy, man. You know, he's 85. It's crazy that he'd be dealing with rape charges at this age and at this time in his life, man. It's almost like it's set. The clock is set to tick. They say tick tock, tick tock. Where does the clock stop? You know, I don't know what goes on with this case. We're going to be keeping up close with it. But guys, get in the comments. First of all, download bosstalk101.app. But second of all, listen, man, you got to understand. Follow us on YouTube, all that. We got some dope interviews from Jamaica coming your way. Y'all got to be ready for that. Me and the OG sat down with these guys, man, and it was during Sumfest. So you got to see this. But also, if you're still watching, man, they said it was self-defense, man. The boy got hit all in his mouth and punched, and now TK Waters steps out. Sheriff TK Waters, where Shaquille O'Neal got his blue code from. That's part of his group. I didn't realize that till I was Googling him. But guys, you got to check this out, man. They saying that it's self-defense. This boy is wanting to get taken care of, you know, financially. Now he throwing himself on the mercy of the court. He finna get him. He coming with everything he got. But let me know if you're still watching. Why it's a dope segment. That's something I talked about a lot. Boss Talk 101 review.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk TV. Shout out to E. He the reason you see me.